So putting it down indicates Paolo, they're even frustrated with some of the appeals. Clearly not near the bat to smile, at least this time from Lacra.
Yeah, the away bowlers and the keeper in there. And it was definitely over the high pad, the lower part of the high pad. Trying to build pressure up.
Play the game and not the occasion, the situation you're in. You're 3 down inside 19 overs. 3 down inside 10, weren't you? Nepal fight back, get a total on the board. And believe your fine bowling attack, particularly Sandeep Lamachani, can maybe defend whatever you get on the board.
Yes, that is what these two batsmen should do. Just keep on batting, build up a partnership. Every soft hands, they have plenty of singles around. They have swept a river, slog sweep down to the boundary line for 4 runs. Nicely done by Team Sharkey. Look at the crowd behind there, behind Buddhibadu Pradhan, the umpire, and look at the grass banks filling in.
Nepal, Nepal are the roars from the crowd. This is a good sweep shot, gets it strongly and aggressively in front of square. Sharkey starting to grow in his nascent time as an international cricketer. He's highly impressive in domestic cricket, wasn't he? That's what forced his way back in and then player of the match innings. Dubai. Showing that he belongs at this level. Bit of a partnership brewing finally for Nepal. It's 57 for 3 after 19.
XH Simplifying Technology. Yeti Carpet kinda carpet ko pachhadi Yeti ko logo herna na bisinu hola. Yeti Carpet ko shahansa.
मेरो glow ho, मेरो power. यसैले म गर्छु
ए बौआ
power up हरेक
बौआ
नयाँ लक्स को साथ jasmine को सुगन्ध र बदाम को तेल चमकिलो त्वचाको लागि लक्स
Could be enough. Mustafa, pantomime villain from today's script, comes into the attack. Right arm off breaks on the Chobar end of the ground.
I think that is what the back of the mind of Nepal is. They posted 229 in the home series in Dubai, where you chased that in the last game of that series. So if they can get to 2 from now on, you will be under pressure and Nepal will be on top. They have a very good bowling lineup. Oh, nicely done. A neat touch by Rohit Paudel. Down to third man boundary for 4 runs.
Well, this is going to be a fascinating contest, isn't it? Paudel and Mustafa exchange more than a few words, mainly sparked by Mustafa, in fact completely sparked by Mustafa. So Rohit Paudel is going to grit his teeth and say, I'm going to take Mustafa down. Starts with a lovely touch. He knows Mustafa will always be flat through the air, just guides it away as Asif can only chase in vain. Asif Khan, the opening batter. Just a bit of a growing belief all of a sudden. Said it was a very nervy feel to the day before we had a ball bowled. Proved to be the case. Paudel starting to lead the way for his team as Mustafa brings a slip in. Overpitched, driven. A diving stop is going to save 4 runs. Aryan Lacra, he's a fine young cricketer. Instead of it being back-to-back boundaries, it's a dot ball.
Yeah, diving to his left, Aryan Lacra, his bowling arm does it nicely. Saves 4 runs for his team. This is a very good contest. Back live. Nicely cut away for a single by Rohit Paudel. It was on the stumps, but the ball turned a bit. But nicely done, pretty late to the gap on the offside.
He's very agitated today, doesn't he? Rohan Mustafi. He's always an emotional guy. He's a great cricketer to watch. wholehearted in his efforts with bat ball and in the field, but he just looks anxious, tense. On edge is the only way to describe him, and the runs are starting to come. I think Powell onto the second. They will have got it. Wasim not the quickest in the field. Look at him, so animated right now, Rohan Mustafa.
Yes, he's always in the game, always thinking. Every ball he wants, he's moved, the field is moved away, checking the fielders if they are in the right position or not. Very animated cricketer, Rohan Mustafa.
This time because CP Rizwan is on as a sub fielder. I think it's Junaid Siddiqui that's gone off. Rizwan dropped for today and has to be asked to do the sub fielding. To be a contest between Powell and Mustafa. 6 runs come from that over. 20 overs have been bowled. It's still advantage to UAE.
Ball secretly.
3.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Lifebuoy hand wash le marcha 99.9% bacteria र viruses. यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ. World's #1 selling germ protection soap brand. यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला. यति कार्पेटको स्यान.
Just going to come into the attack with his medium pace. Maybe he'll bowl a few cutters.
Lighter.
Mix things up.
ल्याउ न. अब मैले हराएको छु लगेर थपक्कै दिएको छु. ल्याउ त उदी त. धन्यवाद.
5 overs to 4 overs, not 43.
त्यस्तो के हेर्नु यहाँ देशको खेल हुँदैछ अरू त्यो मैले त्यो बेइज्जतीको के हेर्नु म त हेर्दिनँ त चाहिँ न केपी ओली हेर्छु न प्रचण्ड हेर्छु.
He's very low in confidence. He was hammered everywhere out of the park by the PNG batters the last game. He played against PNG the day before. 4 overs, none for 43, his figures. Last game he played. So I think these two batsmen is going to target Farid.
It's a trademark of the Powell stroke, isn't he? Just opening the face, running it down to third man. You'd expect this game to be edgy and tense and nervous, but there's also a lot of bite between the two teams. A reminder on the state of play. Nepal need to win one of their final 3 games to be guaranteed retention of their ODI status and into the same cycle for the next 4 years. They cannot finish any worse than 4th place in the league. They win all 3 games, they'll take the 3rd and final qualification spot for the Men's Cricket World Cup qualifier held in Zimbabwe in June against all of those test nations who are coming down from the Super League and best of the associates. And for UAE and Rohan Mustafa, all of his colleagues, they have to win all 3. It's that simple. Win all 3 and they finish in the top 5 and guarantee retaining their ODI status. Otherwise they head to the playoff in Namibia with real concern. Great atmosphere building up as the ground already lurches somewhere towards its fullest. There must be 7,000 or 8,000 in. It's 11 a.m. It's a Sunday. It's a work day. This is extraordinary, Paresh.
Yes, absolutely. It shows that the cricket lovers out in the field, out in the grass banks, look at the crowd in numbers.
हैन चिया डढेन.
Like their home team. Nicely bowled, nicely made with a straight bat down to long on for a single. And this partnership is slowly and steadily building up. It can be threatening if they bat together for another 10 overs. And that is what I think these two batsmen are thinking of, taking 4 to 5 singles and over. They'll get a boundary ball as well. 1 or 2 overs. 4 runs of this over so far. After 21, Nepal 67 for 3.
लाइफबॉय ह्यान्ड वासले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ वर्ल्ड्स नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडी यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सनु होला यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual-channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
11 sides will play 36 one-day internationals. It's right down to the wire, both the third and final qualification spot. And indeed, who's going to finish in the top 5? Only Oman and Scotland in second and first place, and Papua New Guinea in 7th know where they're finishing. The other 4 could well go down to the very final game on Thursday. And if Nepal can somehow win the next 2, that would be a shock to get to Zimbabwe. I've heard some rumours, I'm not sure they're true. I don't know whether to believe some of the things you read on social media, but some people are saying if they do win the next 2, Thursday could be a public holiday.
Well, I think that's just a rumour, but you never know. The Nepal government might give it a public holiday. Meanwhile, Rohan Mustafa, he was on the stumps, but nicely played by Rohit Bordel, cutting that ball towards backward court.
We've seen the National Sports Council member secretary here. We saw the Prime Minister receive the national side as heroes and thank them with rewards. And that is how important cricket is here in this beautiful country, the world, to everyone. Gives people joy. As the reverse sweep comes out, gets it well. Good stroke from Bim Sharkey, played with quick hands, and all of a sudden, for the first time, the UAE bench just looking a bit perplexed. Sharkey is looking more fluent than Powell. His partnership starts to grow.
Yes, because of that knock, 70 runs in UAE, winning the man of the match, and again, the knock played by him here in the first game against PNG. He's very confident. Bim Sharkey is that kind of a batsman who takes the strike, plays like a second fiddle. Nicely swept away again. Fine. Back-to-back boundaries for Bim Sharkey. The momentum shifting towards Nepal's way.
Mustafa's emotions have not helped him. He got too highly strung, I think, too emotional. Sharkey's taking advantage of that. It's just his 7th ODI, the 21-year-old. I think they've unearthed a little gem here again. Finally, there's a growing confidence around the ground. Sharkey's the one. He's bringing the fans alive. Mustafa under pressure. Tries to repeat a big shot down the ground, surely.
लग भी हो गया इधर भी साला आउट हो गया क्या भोसड़ी में
2508.
He hit 2 consecutive boundaries before that. It was needless to play that shot. Played in the end. Look at the fielder there. You just took a catch towards the spectators and just held his ears to them. Gesture by the fielder there. Karthik. Needless shot by Bim Sharkey. He has done the hard work in the initial stages. Came in to when Nepal was in a very deep trouble. Shifted the momentum towards Nepal, but at the end gave it away. And look at Mayappan. And look at him.
नयाँ लक्सको साथ ज्यास्मिनको सुगन्ध र बदामको तेलयुक्त चम्किलो त्वचाको लागि lungs.
केही फरक पर्दैन मैले सिटिजन लाइफको क्रिटिकल केयर प्रश्न लिएको छु जसले रोग लागेर थाहा हुने बित्तिकै 50 लाखसम्मको औषधि उपचार खर्च दिन्छ
यो उपचार खर्च अब सिटिजन लाइफले गर्छ यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
Pick any holiday destination and we'll have an exciting trip organized for you. Choose from a plethora of exotic destinations to fulfill your cravings for rejuvenation and exploration.
Whipsy Holidays, crafting memorable vacations.
Arif Sheikh has exactly 500 runs in this ICC Men's Cricket World Cup League 2 with a strike rate of 61.35.
Within those 500 runs, there's been a couple of really critical innings. It's the kind of guy you probably do want in this situation. He'll rebuild. He's not going to score quickly. Powell needs to catch his strike rate up if he can. He's still striking at less than a run a ball. Sharkey will be furious with himself, having given it away to Mustafa. Just got on top of him with back-to-back boundaries.
क्यों बंद कर दिया?
आज सब बंद है दुकान.
देख क्रिकेट देख नेपाल का क्रिकेट देख बैठ के उधर.
Both sides maybe getting caught a little bit by the occasion. Very emotional match so far. We're only an hour and a half into it.
Yes, back-to-back boundaries for Bhim Sharkey. He didn't have to go aerial
आज सब दुकान.
last ball off the last over, but he did. Perishes to Mustafa. Nicely cut away down to third man, just a single. He played it late, Rohit Bordell. This is what you should do for a mediocre bowler, military pace. Arif Sheikh is an experienced batsman. Like you said, Lenny, he's played some critical innings in this League 2. The 43 not out against UAE in the last game was one of the critical innings that he played.
Cut but straight to the man. He's very tight in there. Mustafa backward point. You just feel that final delivery of the Mustafa over is a huge one for a couple of reasons. Just hit 2 boundaries. Mustafa looked to be feeling all the pressure. He used his experience to toss it up and try and tease Sharkey into an errant shot, which is exactly what he did. He took the bait. Even if that was a dot ball, the momentum for the first time the entirety of today's clash with Nepal, the 4th wicket partnership was building. Leg side wide here. Instead, they have to break through new man to the crease. It's definitely still advantage to UAE now.
Yes, it is. That was a needless shot by Bhim Sharkey and wide given by Farid. And you can look at Mustafa where he's fielding at backward point. He's in 15 yards from the stumps, not in the 30-yard circle. That is how he attacks the ball. Not giving easy singles. Nicely bowled again, right on the length. He's doing a good job, Farid. The last game he played, he was hit all out of the park by the PNG batters. 4 overs for 43 runs. Very expensive. Now he's doing a good job for his team. 1.4 overs, only 6 runs given by him so far.
To the crease, give Mohammad Wazeem just an opportunity to burgle a couple of cheap overs with Farid. They're not necessarily going to hunt for wickets now. They just want Farid to come in and hit back of a length and force Sheikh or Powell to do something silly. I have to say, ever since winning the toss and choosing to bat first, almost everything's gone wrong. The one good thing, Rohit Powell is still there. Now they will need his runs throughout the course of the remaining 27 overs. Nepal, 78 for 4.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting.
The all-new N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Lifebuoy hand washले मार्छ 99.9% ब्याक्टेरिया र भाइरसेस। यसले भाइरससँग लड्छ र तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ। वर्ल्ड्स नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड। यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनु होला। यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह।
Very important wicket of Team Sharky was going good after rebuilding.
Single to Powell gets him to 30. Some of the chants from the crowd, if one of my reporters is correct, were 97 PNG, 97 PNG. Fans reminding United Arab Emirates they were bowled out for just 97 a few games ago on their home turf. Again, where Papua New Guinea chased comfortably with over 20 overs to spare. There's been big batting issues for UAE, but their bowling is looking as good as ever and certainly keeping them alive, not just in the contest, but also potentially their ODI status in one piece.
Nicely punched off the back foot by Arif Sheikh for a single. Now again, these two batsmen there, they have to rebuild, steady the ship.
Interesting field, isn't it, that Mustafa has? It's not a cover sweeper, it's a deep backward point. One of the four fielders on the offside, alongside a slip, close cover, and then a mid off. For Arif Sheikh, he changes slightly, a third man comes into place. Well, in fact, now he just goes back. So it's the same field, 4 on the offside, 5 on the leg. They tend to indicate that Mustafa continues to be highly animated, highly strung, if you will. He's going to bowl very stump to stump. But it means that all day, Sheikh and Powell can just guide the ball anywhere between the man who's close in at cover and the slip fielder. There's a gap of about 40 yards to target to just pick up ones. It's leaving the subfielder CP Rizwan a lot of work to do. Junaid Sadiq continues to be off the pitch at the moment.
The slip comes off immediately after the ball went in that area, moves to the short third region. I think that is a good move by Mustafa. The run were leaking there. 5 singles of 5 balls in this third over of Mustafa.
Just don't think the field is right for Mustafa. He's got a ball with 5 on the offside, which he's now going to do. So he's plugged that gap. The slips come out. Interestingly for Sheikh as well as Powell. It's now a backward point to cut off that single, but Mustafa drags down the leg side and Sheikh misses out. Poor over, but it only goes for 5. 83 for 4.
Goodwill Finance, financing for success since 1995.
प्रस्तुत छ Bath Sense by Asian Paints. Cutting edge technology जसले दिन्छ perfect bathroom experience in every way. Bath Sense by Asian Paints, engineered to delight.
Ryan Khan comes back into the attack. Nicely driven down the ground by Arif Sheikh for a single.
It's an amazing journey this team has been on under the new head coach. Sai coming into their final 12 matches, albeit that 8 of them were going to be on home soil. It was pretty certain that they would need to win 9 of the 12 to preserve ODI status, and either 11 or maybe even 12 of the 12 to finish in the top 3. Down the leg side, flicks the pad, I think the flap of the pad. Ken Ayan Khan and the young keeper just getting a touch carried away. I don't think that's near the bat. I think this is a good decision. See clearly on the replay here, it's the flap of the pad it's flicked.
Yeah, I think they've appealed to save the wide
flapping the paddles on that replay. It's not the first time. If there was a noise, maybe it was bat. That's why Cam was appealing. Buddy Verdun gives it not out, doesn't give it a wide either. Interesting moment that. We can have a look at some point, maybe at the end of this over at that.
Nicely punched off the back foot down to long on for a single Arif Sheikh. That is what these two batsmen should do now. Up in the air, but safely landed at long off for a single. That ball stopped a bit on Roy Cordell.
Maybe just a few indications. This pitch isn't quite as good for batting as it looks. Just stopping in the wicket a touch again. We had that heavy downpour yesterday, remember? Real thunderstorm. This has worked away for the single. That's why I felt it was definitely the call to bowl first this morning. The pitch is only going to get better and better throughout the day. At least consistently, if not emphatically, for Nepal. 25 overs have been bowled halfway through the first innings. It's 88 for 4. Wasn't it? Karen KC starting with a 5-wicket haul. A couple of days later, beating Scotland. The maiden chase that was even better. Dipender Singh Airi, 85 not out. 3 overs to spare, chasing it by 3 wickets. And the next day, almost a carbon copy, chasing 275 against Namibia. Before all the emotions of that Scotland chase, throw at Powell's 95 not out in the game. That no. First defeat in the cycle, 68-run loss.